Good morning, happy hump day. Today I came across a list of 7 things to be resilient. Can you be like Silly Putty? Resilience is needed now. There used to be a beige, actually all of you know what Silly Putty is. You're of an age that would know that. My son even knows it, so I don't even feel like it's a generational reference. Many people, so this person wrote this thing when people needed resilience to cope. And at the time, that word was reserved for children from abusive homes or addicted adults. Pre-internet research led me to a few resources. So I interviewed disaster survivors, psychologists, and doctors for a book that became Bounce Back, Creating Resiliency from Adversity. There are skills can be learned and built upon. So the first one was keep a sense of humor and perspective. And I've learned that especially from my senior students, enjoying humor in everyday life. Number 2, learn to handle the stress of change. There's many yoga and Tai Chi classes online. Larger than ever, you can do this to learn skills that way. There is no shame in getting help from a therapist. If you have trouble handling change, but we don't yet know will be available in person. But again, there's lots of online help from therapists. Number 3, deadening. And I know this sounds morbid, but anyone who has dealt with the shock of a loss knows well sometimes you cannot do much more than grieve and hide away in your emotions. Don't feel you have to be busy every second. However possible, unplug technology, lie down. This is different than diagnosis. This is a choice which may be needed to regain resilience. For anyone who's had to deal with a death, sometimes all you can do in a day is to get up, get washed, make toast, and that's fine. Be easy on yourself. However, eventually you will work your way back to a few more steps per day. Unfortunately, in this culture, we don't really give people enough time to grieve properly when someone loses, whether it's a baby or a family member, even a job or a marriage. Those need grief. Number 4, deal with anger. Shout at a wall, throw a pillow, kick the bed, but not the dog. Anger is real and it has to be dealt with. Go for a walk or a run, write a letter, rip it up. Anger tells you when something's not right, so embrace it and let it go. And we are approaching summer solstice, the 21st. A lot of cultures believe that there's something cleansing in writing down what doesn't serve you anymore and burning it on these different 4 points as we switch to the next season. So I know some people make a bonfire. Maybe you have some documents you've been holding in your house that you don't need to have them anymore. We take great pleasure in burning Steve's ex-wife's divorce documents 20 years later. It's almost finished. Maintain positive self-esteem. It's a good idea to keep a file of your accomplishments and a list of good comments people have said about you. Usually we are harder than anyone else on ourselves. Number 6, visualize a better future, or maybe even mind map it out. Maybe we do this with our kids. We brainstorm, what do you want to be when you grow up? Well, can you brainstorm what does the next route of your life look like? My guess is that, think of this, close your eyes, imagine biting into a fresh orange, and the juices start running down your face. My guess is that your mouth actually watered a little. Not to sound mystical, but visualization can work. Picture yourself getting better, see yourself in a dream job, and put up a travel photo of where you'd like to go. I do this often. I put photos and mementos up from my favorite places where I've been. I subscribe to Lonely Planet and quite a few different travel newsletters that tell me about the places I want to go back to. And I even, just for fun, type in dates and see what travel would cost. And number 7, be creative. It's not just artists and writers who are creative. You can get a toddler or even anyone knows. You can get creativity. Find ways of doing things, re-examining your space. And I love doing that. Even repainting a room, in the process of repainting a room, forces you to purge, reconfigure the room. I did that as a kid. It was a lot of fun. So today I wanted to work on, we did two-legged dog, which often leads us to the bind that we do in half moon. So we're going to focus on the bird dog, same bird dog, half moon bird dog, and finally standing bird dog, because I like that idea of opening as well as balance. You're combining these 2 things together. So we'll do our floor work with the idea of opening, and maybe we'll start seated. So coming onto the mat, you're going to sit up nice and straight, bring your arms into cactus, flex the fingers and soften. Flex and soften. Just lifting my arm up, I can feel the muscles down my back, And then when I flex my hands, I feel the integration of the muscles in the arms and down the back ribs. So relax, flex, relax, flex, relax, flex. Now can you take it further back? And I like to imagine I have a pole behind me, a big hydro pole, and I'm wrapping my body around the hydro pole. Wrap, wrap, wrap. Sorry, keep the shoulders down and come back together. Close the gate. Flex, slowly open, wrap, 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 without jutting the chin and the chest out, and back together. Press the palms together, flex, keep that flex, open, 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 open. How far back can you go? And back to center, relax. Switch your legs, and now we're gonna do the action of this direction. Open, make the triangle. Can you do it without looking? I'm cheating, I have a camera. Cactus, side body. Cactus, triangle. Cactus, side body. Back to center, and let's do a couple more open and close. Nice. And now we're gonna come to the mat, and I'm gonna use my blocks. I'm gonna set them up, I call it Stonehenge. One block is at its tallest level with the smallest block. The next one is medium wall. You know where I'm going with this. You could also just roll up a towel behind your back. Oh, that feels good. Base of my skull, and then arms wide. So I love, this is a very deep passive stretch of the body here. Pull the elbows in. I can keep my knees bent. They can lean towards each other or come into reclined goddess. And let's take 10 breaths here. Spread the nails. Everything's anchored and opening at the same time. Close your eyes. I'm not going to count them out loud. I want you to quietly do 10 breaths in your head. And then close your legs. Coming up on your forearms, prop yourself up to get rid of the blocks or the bolster or the blanket, whatever you use. Open your chest. I don't know about you, but I could have spent a long time there. And then we're just going to slowly lie down again. Arms by your side, palms turned up. Let's take 5 breaths here. So instead of an object opening us, I'm just using the floor to support. Maybe take your arms to a T, 5 breaths. Inhale 1. Exhale. Bring the soles of the feet together, let the knees fall wide again. Inhale 2. Exhale. Inhale 3. Exhale. And then we'll close our legs, thighs to chest, little boat, or circles, one direction then the other. Let's take the knees to the floor on the left, double leg spinal twist. Right arm's gonna open to a T. Let's chill here. 3 breaths in your head. Help yourself come to center. Keep those knees together because what that does is it uses more core Take the knees to the floor on the right. Left arm opens to a T. Anchoring that shoulder to the floor. If the shoulder doesn't come to the floor, you're taking a block between your knees. Face to the ceiling. 3 breaths in your head. Back to center. Little boat, flexed feet. Let's draw right leg in, left leg slides straight. Pause. Left hand takes right knee over. Single leg spinal twist. And right here, I'm going to take my hand and just notice any tension in my glute or my sits bone area and give yourself, not even a massage, you're just going to take your fingers and press into any tension or tight muscles. And back to center, little boat. Left leg in, right leg extends. Flex, pull that leg in. Right hand takes left knee over. Single leg spinal twist. And again, you're going to look for any tension in the left glute this time. Give yourself a little massage. Back to center and egg beaters with flexed feet. Maybe let's hold the knees, let gravity stretch the inner thighs. Pause here for a moment. We're almost in frog on our back. 3 breaths. And then coming to the setup for happy baby, 3 breaths here. And then coming into a full happy baby, rocking side to side little boat. If you know of anybody that is in desperate need of a pedicure, I know someone who has a secret backyard pedicure system going on until they're allowed to open salons. Really nice experience, tropical music in Aurora, quiet, no one but you and this person. Let me know if this interests you. Soles of your feet together, pause, 3 breaths. Feet to the mat, soles still together, and I'm going to come into either reclined cobbler with hands massaging hip flexors or reclined goddess, arms open in cactus. Close your legs, feet in the air, and let's dangle for a moment. Your choice, either leaving your arm in cactus or dead bug. Arms relaxed. This is great because it opens up the back behind the heart. Dangling. 5 breaths, dead bug. So try to let yourself relax. Let the legs fall wide, arms wide, legs wide. 3 breaths here, letting gravity work on stretching the inner thigh and chest. And then close the legs. Let's hold our hands behind the right leg, left leg flex and lower. 3 breaths here. Right foot flex. Option to massage this leg while you're here. Option to pull the leg closer to you, stretching the hamstring, which will ultimately help any back issues. We're going to take the hand to the inner calf, knee, or toe. Open that leg out to the side in lieu of a strap today. Back to center, taking that leg across the midline. If you are interested, every single restaurant in Aurora has a beautiful patio open now, east of Chesil Boat. So if you've been nervous to be indoors with anybody, now you have an opportunity to still eat. Support a local restaurant, especially this weekend. Right leg lowers. Aw Shucks has built an outdoor back patio with fake grass and everything, and supposedly the largest TV in York Region outside. And they're showing all the soccer games, hands behind, on this massive outdoor patio. I think it's in the back parking lot off of Yonge and Wellington. 5 breaths, close your eyes. And then when you're ready, opening that leg out, keep the right hip still. 3 breaths. Back to this guy, across the midline. And back to center, little boat. While we're here, we'll do one last shoelaces to help the hips, right over left. Pull it in. 2 more breaths. And give me some feedback. Do you like when I count out the breaths, or do you want it to be in your head? I'm fine with either. And then switch. Left over right, stack the knees, pull it in. And release, shake it out. Let's roll into a ball on our side. Pause. And then slowly coming upright in preparation. You know the drill. Not that I want you to become a robot, but there is something comforting about routine. So we're going to come to the floor and just looking up in cow. Let's hold it for 2 breaths this time. Inhale. Exhale, don't move into cat. Hold the cow. Inhale 2. Now gently press it into cat. 2 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Push the floor away deep in the cat. Inhale. Exhale back to cow. And now we'll do our normal back and forth. Inhale, look up. Engage the core. Exhale, tail drops. Inhale, look up. Exhale, tail drops. Inhale, look up. Exhale, tail drops, and back to neutral. Now we want to do, this is where we are going to explore our bird dogs. First we're going to do normal bird dog, tabletop. And let's keep left hand, right knee down. I like to tuck. Left foot steps back, right arm ready, right inside of, on the side of your ear. Flex that left foot. You want to look and make sure it's no higher than the hip, glutes deeply engaged, toes point down. Lengthen, engage your core, lengthen, keep pressing that right palm into the center as if you're pushing against something. Engage the core, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze the glutes. Undo, extended child's pose. Back to tabletop, let's do the other side. Right hand, left knee, you're going to stay down. Tuck maybe that left foot. Right foot steps back and prep to lift. Left arm reaches, flex. Head in line with your spine, so that left ear and the bicep are touching almost. Engage the core, lengthen. Engage the glutes like you're clenching something, lengthen. Undo, extended child's pose. And back to center. Now we're going to do the same version. This takes a little more balance and work in our brain. Tabletop. Let's take the right side as our first side. Right hand, right foot stays, left foot steps back. I like to walk my right hand out a little. Coming onto the left finger pads, left foot lifts, shifting my weight into that right leg, right hand. Getting ready, maybe you're gonna come into a T. Maybe you're gonna make it come in line with your arm. Or maybe, and this is my favorite, as I'm about to fall over, T, open to half moon. Maybe you're gonna stay here, or maybe you're gonna try to bind without looking. And I like to take that arm on the inside and grab the foot, almost as if we were doing dancer on the floor. And look at the ceiling, or the floor, or across the room. Nice. Undo, extended child's pose. And I'm just going to turn around so that I can still see you, otherwise you'd be seeing my butt. Left hand, left foot stay down. Right foot step back, shifting my weight to that left strong side. Coming up on, actually let's lift right toes, flex point down. I'm on my right finger pads, or a T, or long. Try to keep, sorry, I'm lifting that hip, I shouldn't, because you know what I really want to do is open into the half moon, here, here, or grabbing that foot and opening the side body. We talked about opening the chest, and then maybe I'm going to look at the ceiling. The bind is when I grab that foot. And then undo, extended child's pose. And from here you can slide into puppy, bum in the air, chest to the floor. Looks obscene, feels amazing, and come back up. Now we're going to do our sun salutations. Just our usual fun warm up to the body. Toes tucked. I'm going to walk towards my hands. Hinge at the waist, let your head go. Arms to the side, rise. Reach up. Exhale, fold, swan dive. Half back, fold, plant, lower, sleeping cobra. Inhale. Exhale, lift your chest. Press back, downward dog. Pedaling. And you decide how much you want to stretch the calf. Pressing the heel towards the floor. Right foot forward, left foot back, high or low lunge. Find your balance. Hands release, feet together, fold, rise, heart center. Let's keep going. Inhale up, exhale, fold. Half back, fold, plant, lower. Sleeping cobra. Pick up your head, baby cobra. Press back, downward dog. Pedaling. Left foot forward, right foot back. High lunge. Woohoo! Hands release. Feet together. Fold. Rise. Heart center. We're going to keep going. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Half back. Fold. Plant. Lower. This time, hands interlace behind the head. Legs are together, feet pressed down. Lift your chest up, almost a variation of lotus, locust. Oh my gosh, head down, press back, downward dog. Attempt you to take those heels to the floor. Right foot forward, left foot back, rise, hands release, feet together, fold, rise, heart center. You know, if you need a bit more energy, you're going to be doing your sun salutations faster and more rounds than at the pace I'm doing. Alternatively, you might slow it down. Inhale up, exhale, fold. Half back, fold, lower, sleeping cobra, inhale, exhale. Second round, hands interlaced behind the head, lift up, down, press back, downward dog. Pedaling, left foot forward, right foot back, rise. Hands release, feet together, fold, rise, heart center. Nice, okay. Our final pinnacle pose, very excited. I am going to show you with blocks. Some of you prefer to do this against the wall, that's completely understandable. Let's do that first. So half moon, we often talk about how the arm and the leg are two different lengths, so the blocks, all they are is the length of my arm. So I'm going to take the block, hands underneath the block on the right side. My right foot is about half of a shoe size away from the blocks. Left hand on my hip, shift forward, maybe I'm staying here. Maybe I'm actually against the wall. There's this variation. As I pull cat hair from my mouth. Spread the fingers, anchoring the back of those arms to the wall, flex that left foot. Just feel you're fighting gravity and stretching at the same time. Option to take that arm across your ear. And come on down. Let's do the other side. Let's pretend I don't have blocks, because some of you. Left foot down, cut some stuff in the way here. Flex, flex, glue to the wall. Sometimes we call this Spider-Man. Come back down. Now I'm going to take that same experience away from the safety of the wall. If I use the wall, it becomes a much bigger opener of the chest, lower back, hips. Maybe that's something you want to feel today. If I do it without the wall, it's more of a balanced pose. So, right hand, right foot are grounded. Left hand to left hip. Shift the weight. Flex. I can feel my ankle kind of twisting around. That means my hips are tight. I can stay here. I can look across the room. I can add the arm. I can feel like I'm going to fall. I can come into full half moon. Or some of you are going to grab your foot. Oh, and that was killing my hamstring, so I'm not going to stay there long. Blocks are here, so I'm just going to come into a supported squat. Nice. And then we'll do the other side. And I'm going to move my blocks just so I can still see you. And you may see that in a lot of poses, your body favors one side over the other. Left foot lands, left hand lands, shifting weight and balance into that left side. And maybe you're going to continue looking down. Maybe you roll the hip back and look across the room. Maybe you take that arm in the sky, flex that right foot. Maybe the arm goes across. Maybe it comes behind you. Maybe you bend that right foot and bind, looking at the ceiling. Everyone's going to have a preferred version of this pose. And last time, squat. Your choice, supported or as is. Awesome. So we're going to come into our final reading for today. What do I feel like? These are somewhat heavier cards. And these are the ones we didn't use a lot because the tiny font caused some challenges. Let's see if it matches anything we talked about today. The blessing of just being. I like how simple this is. There's a beautiful nature woman kind of embedded in a tree. You may have just been thinking that if you had acted or chosen differently in the past, things would be better now. But in fact, in thinking this way, you fail to see the positive effects of your past actions and choices that actually had on both yourself and others. Everything happens for a reason. Look closely and you will see many blessings. The what if game is a very dangerous thing. I actually was joking to a friend yesterday, we need to make an agency called Do Over. And all those things that come to mind, you always say, oh, I wish I'd done whatever. I think we should look for opportunities. Sometimes you're given the gift of time and your kids are older, that you can actually start actualizing those things. And if there's something holding you back from actualizing them, work on the thing that's holding you back. Thank you so much for your effort. The good in me sees the good in you. Namaste.